Have you ever asked yourself what would happen if they did a movie about parking lot attendants? No? Well, someone did, because today on the episode Take Two review on the Flop Files, episode 4, we have got the parking lot movie. This is a movie that actually exists. I didn't know this was a movie that actually exists until my friend told me about it. This movie is ridiculous. Everything about it is absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe it's an actual thing. Legitimately, I can't believe it's an actual thing. It's about, I think it's what, about 8, 10 people maybe? I might be even misremembering, because it might be lowered, but a good chunk of people who are telling the story about themselves as parking lot attendants, and it is absolutely fascinating for how stupid it actually is. The fact that this goes an hour and 10 minutes, I believe. Hold on, let me double check, because I could be wrong here. Hold on, we gotta make sure. I don't want to get the wrong gun here. We got, an hour and 10 minutes of them just talking about what it's like to be a parking lot attendant. And they are talking so highly of themselves. They are talking so confidently about themselves. It is so bizarre. I got the movie itself up in this version. You'll probably see clips of it if I decide to add it. I'm not sure if this is even worth the effort of doing that. But it's literally about, man, how we got different people. It's the corner parking lot. And it's something else. Got a bunch of guys named James, named Scott. There's a bunch of different ones. I don't remember all the names. But I tell you differences when you see them interact with people and they talk so. They believe their job. They love their job. And they talk so highly of it. All they're doing is sitting in a booth. That's all they're doing. They're sitting in a booth collecting like $3. And they're just going about their business, but they talk about it in this movie, like it's this greatest job in the world, and I almost admire it to a degree, because like if you're that happy with your job, it should be a very positive thing, right? Like it should be a very beautiful, positive experience. There's one point where there's this, at the thing, there's a dude who has like a cone on every part of his thing. Cone on his head, I think his arms, I think his legs. Can't recall. But there's a part where some dude's like covered in cones. And then there's this one dude. Oh, I don't remember what his name was. Oh, what's his name? Can I find his name? Can I find his name? Oh, I can't remember his name. I can't figure out which one it is. But there's this one dude who works there at this parking lot in this thing, who just hates every human that's ever existed. This guy hates it. This guy goes on for a rant for a few minutes about describing how much everyone sucks, and he does it to such an insane degree that I'm pretty sure this guy just hates every human that's ever existed. I'm pretty sure he has. It's kind of ridiculous. This could be very short, this review, I think, because I'm not watching this thing again, because I cannot waste an hour and 10 minutes again listening to these people talk about a parking lot. I just don't have it in me. But yeah, they do this in sections. They talk about different parts of it. There's one point where they talk about what happens if people don't pay, because you would have to think there's people who don't pay, right? And this one dude, when the guy doesn't pay, just run up and starts hitting and destroying the car. And I'm pretty sure it's only for like $3 or $4. And they are committing a crime in anger of not getting that $3 or $4. It's insane. They commit a fucking crime for this. I couldn't believe it. I have to. The one I have to watch this because I have to get the footage of those two, the cone and that guy. But there's this one dude who was ranting about, I think it was like what, $2 that a woman refused to pay, and he keep cutting back to him, and he keeps continuing on in anger about it, which did make me chuckle. This parking lot's been going on for many years. There's a dude who's like a veteran in the parking lot attendance, doing it for many years. I don't know how you do that longer than a year. Maybe I'm just in the wrong fucking industry, I guess. I don't know. I've never seen a parking lot attendant that enjoys their job except these guys, so. But it's very bizarre. It's very awkward. The way they go about this. It's very, I would have never thought this is a movie that needed to be made. It's something else. Hold on, I just need to. Yeah, so this is in Charlottesville, Virginia. It was made in 2010. It apparently received very well. Reviewing the film in the New York Times. I don't know how it got a good reception, because I wouldn't put it under that category, but Chris Farina is the owner. In the interview, apparently at least 21 people associated with the parking lot. That is insane. Yeah, Chris Farina owned the parking lot. I think he bought it years back, and he somehow still owns. I believe he still owns it to this day. I could be wrong. I mean, this was done in 2010. 2010 he owned it. I don't know if he still owns the parking lot. There's a phone number for him. I'm not gonna give it to y'all, but let's see. Let's see. Can we find? I want to see reviews. Can I see reviews? Let's look at Google reviews for this corner parking lot in Charlottesville, Virginia. This is from 3 months ago. Don't park here if you can avoid it. This from Patricia Foley. Don't park here if you can avoid it. I was fraudulently double charged on May 13th. The attendant, who was cocky and condescending and vaping the whole time he was talking to me, told me I had double parked by not pulling to my space enough. Claimed that because they could not park a second vehicle behind me. I did not leave my keys with them. The attendant I spoke with when I first parked never asked me for my keys, and he needed to therefore charge me double, despite the fact that the parking lot was almost empty by then and they clearly did not lose any spots. I was parked in a clearly designated spot and evenly with cars on either side of me, so that it was all bogus. I should have refused to pay the extra charge, but it was just so annoyed I wanted to pay and get out of here. That's 1 star. Another one from Zach Reinhardt, another 1 star, 6 months ago. First of all, you who are reading this, I encourage I encouraged you to take a look at the 5-star rating this place gets. Notice how none of them actually contain helpful information. The excellent evidence that the rating system is rigged, and I'm hoping Google will address this sometime soon. So I parked there at least 5 times while picking up from Chipotle for Grubhub and Uber Eats. I'll do my best to recap objectively. Pros, just one. Parking has always been free for the sub 10 minutes I've parked there. Cons, bad experience with rude people. First time I exited the parking booth, the car wouldn't reach the tollman. He told me with an open toll door to my face, guess you have to get out of the car. As though he didn't want to waste 10 seconds of doing nothing to stand up and get the card. Today I picked up a Chipotle, but found that there's another guy picking up and blocking the entrance to the lot with his car. I decided to pull in via the exit and subsequently get practically yelled at by the tollman. I explained the situation and asked him if he would have recommended I paraphrase, I will have pulled right behind the guy to put stress on him, but I won't ask him to move. I'm going to ask you to move. Oh wait, I explained the situation. I asked him what he would have recommended. I paraphrased, this is what he said. I would have pulled right behind the guy to put stress on him, but I won't ask him to move. I'm going to ask you to move. The tollman has usually been very polite, including the guy with the hat. But the incident today made me far less inclined to pick up from the UVA Chipotle again. If you ask me, as a state institute, the university should reconsider who they are employing as stewards of this lot. My experience with the employees reflect my shared experience of UVA as a college with snobby students, and the questionable 5-star rating seems to support this perception. Hoping that Google and the university can address these problems in the near future. Andrew B left one that says best parking experience ever. I wish they had merch. I want the parking crew t-shirt. That's kind of sketchy. Ann Menson Boganoff. Hey, you overcharged my sister last weekend by $90. She emailed her receipt and needed a refund as soon as possible. This is from 2 years. I'm just reading reviews now because I just got curious. This is I'll do two more bad ones. Tris Bullock, 1 star, gave it. This guy working right now is absolutely one of the most hateful beings I have ever met. I pulled it and seen there was a cost to park. I was only turned into CVS for an item. Pulled around to the tent to leave and told him I wasn't going to park there and didn't realize there was a cost. He immediately went cutthroat, insulting me and telling me I was stupid for not knowing there was a cost. It was a disgustingly display and should not be allowed to work with the public. Praying he finds happiness. I feel like that's the guy I was just talking about, the guy that I think hates human beings. Mia Miller, this will be the last one. The older guy that works with the hat is a complete liar. I came here nearly every day, and he has told me on numerous occasions that your parking is free if you go to CVS. But today, all of a sudden, he has memory loss and says that he's never told me that. There's a million CVS in town, so I will no longer be parking at this garage or going to the CVS. Jesus, bro. Alright, they're not a good parking spot. They don't have good reviews. The corner parking lot does not have good reviews. Jesus. Hated by the public is this parking lot. Well, I guess we find out. They're willing to commit destruction of public property just for you not pay $3 at this point. So I'm not fucking surprised at this point. In 2010, they won't do that. I wouldn't be surprised. In 2024, they're still willing to. It's insane to me that this is like a thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane to me that, like, someone spent time, 71 minutes of their fucking time, or 70 minutes, I should say, of their time documenting this parking lot. Even if it's the fucking people who work there. You wasted your lives doing this. You wasted your energy. This is something special. Now, on the top 10 list, I have a whiteboard, but if I show you it, you wouldn't, it would look fucked, because you wouldn't be able to see it clearly, because even though I have written family, it would be like reverse for you guys. It's really annoying. Um, so I was trying to think how to do it, and I can't show you it. So I'm just gonna have the list at the end of the year, like I'll probably do each year. Um, but in this case, it would probably be. Hmm, hold on, let me look. Let me grab. I'll show you it still. Um, it won't. It doesn't look the greatest. I have to fix it a bit because oh, goddammit. Some things that we put on top of it since it decides it never wants to stay on. Okay, so this is probably the best way to do it. If you can see it here. Yeah, you can see that fine, I think. So we got the giant Gila monster at number 10, Trapped at number 9. Number 4 is Howard the Duck. Number 3 is WrestleManiac, and then number 1 is Shark Exorcist, because number 1 is the worst of the top 10 worst movies of 2024 that I've watched, and number 1 is the worst, and I don't think anything will ever top Shark Exorcist. Ever. Like, I don't think anything can top this, because this is a special type of. Shark Exorcist is a special type of movie. If you want to watch my review of that, watch it. It's fucking hilarious, my rant on that. So I think I'm gonna put. Now again, this is weirdly put. I understand why people would think this is kind of weird. I understand why people think this placement's kind of weird. Just it's my flow of it. Just don't worry about it. I think I'm gonna put Parking Lot Movie at number 6, because it's not as bad as Howard the Duck. It's not as boring as WrestleManiac. Shark Exorcist is never gonna be topped, and I think the next one I do will slide its way right in number 2. So I think Parking Lot Movie will be number 6. So I'm gonna put that down here. There we go. We'll put that back here. So yeah, again, this is gonna be a short view because I'm not watching this movie again to get notes for it. I will not waste my time doing that, so I didn't want to do a long review of this, but I wanted I told my friend, I told Chris that I would do another would do a review of this after he showed me it. So here it is, short, sweet, to the point review. This thing is completely not. I would not tell you to watch this, but I also would, because you have to understand how ridiculous of a time waste this is. Hold on, there's one other person I wanted to put over here. Hold on, who's the guy? Where is he? Where is my friend here? Where is the other guy? Do you tell me who you are? I don't remember. There's one dude who I might not be able to get the name of, but he starts singing, and it's actually not that bad. Like, in all honesty, he actually isn't that bad. Yeah, I can't get the name of the guy. I can't remember the name of the guy, but the guy plays music really well. I was looking at where are they now thing to see if I can get his name, but I couldn't figure it out. I'm not watching the whole part. So yeah, this is a but there's a guy who plays video music. I'll include that clip, and then I'll also include at the end of this review the music video they did, because it's so that it needs to be seen to be believed. So I'll include that. But yeah, this review is quick to the point. I got better movies to review and better times to waste on really shit movies than this. But ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever watched the Parking Lot movie, it's free on YouTube, so I'll include the link to that just so you can watch this yourself if you want to waste your time. But if you've watched this movie, let me know what you think of it. If you've ever been to the corner parking lot in Charlottesville, and you've encountered the fucking people there, and you have an experience of parking there, let me know. I want to know. Thank you all for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you for the next one.
Welcome to the CPL, life in a nutshell. Could be heaven, could be hell. CPL. Welcome to the CPL, life in a nutshell. Could be heaven, could be chill.
With nightfall comes every drunken fool who knew a pink polo could be so cool. Your daddy doesn't know what goes down at school, so a CPL lieutenant must lay down the rules. You break my gate, you're gonna have to choose. You could go to jail or pay me, either way you lose. Don't ever try to drive it or attack the booze. I got a tire knocker here to make you pay your dues. God will hand us the sword of justice. God will hand us the sword of justice. God will hand us the sword of justice. God will hand us the sword.
Now a dude in a Beamer, he just can't wait.
I know Chris Farina. Do I still need to pay?
Not a name, but your ticket is what holds your fate. I stay on my fingers, yo, I'll calculate your fate.
You never gave me a ticket.
So he says I rate. The machine is the giver, I'm just on the take.
Well, I shouldn't have to pay. Would you get here late?
Yo, I put up the gate at 8:30.
Will it be? Will it be? Yo, what's it gonna be?
17, cause he acted mean. How's a boy like that driving up in a beam? But serene am I, back to the dream. And why? Cause I am a parking lot guy.
God will hand us the sword of justice. God will hand us the sword of justice. God will hand us the sword of justice. God will hand us the sword.
Another day down, another day to go. Another life in a nutshell for tomorrow. Another dude in the booth, others we don't know, taking over for us when we have to go. So with this question, we bid adieu. Do you park the lot or does the lot park you? Or is that a false choice that I construe? Perhaps I and the lot are one and not two.